Day, and I'm taking the whole day off from calls and meetings to go enjoy some time with a extra long float session and massage. And I wanted to hop on this morning before I head out and do this video to talk about how to get more buzz around your launches and virtual events. And I'm really excited about this because I am in my own process right now for filling my own virtual event. And I will tell you that I have been able to connect with the most amazing people, have really impactful conversations, build relationships, and even the people that aren't coming to my event now, we've got a relationship that we can build on. And especially when I have events in the future, they will be more likely to come. And then also connecting with my amazing attendees who have been raising their hand and expressing interest. It's just been really exciting and uplifting to connect with all these individuals. And so I wanted to share that with you today because we're talking about building more buzz around your launches and virtual events and getting people excited about what it is that you have to offer in your business and how you support people. And really, when I think about buzz, I'm going to show you a lot of different ways that I use it and how I generate it and what I mean by it. And today I'm going to share with you one piece around this, around building the buzz. And I just mentioned that I have my own virtual event coming up, and today is actually the last day to put in applications because tomorrow I'm wrapping up my 20-minute pre-calls, and then it's all about serving the people who have come in because we start on Monday. So if you're interested in my event that's coming up next Monday through Wednesday, drop event in the comments and I will get the details over to you. It'll be later today because I'm heading out of the office for the rest of the day. So let's dive in now into this. And before I do, I just want to quick introduce myself if we've never met, if you've never connected with me before. My name is Celia Famaisel. I'm a launch and virtual event expert. I've had the pleasure of doing sales for over 27 now, launches and virtual events. That's just since the pandemic. I had my own launches and I had my own things going on pre-pandemic, but everything changed with the pandemic. And in that time, I've had the opportunity to train, sell for, and lead sales teams that have generated over $10.5 million in high-end program sales. I've been inside multiple guru businesses, influencer businesses. I have private clients now, private consulting clients that are in the influencer guru space. So it's a place that I continue to be in, where I go in, I help, and my team helps fix their sales processes, improve their conversion rates, really make their messaging pop. And so the things that I'm talking about today, especially around your offer and your offer positioning, are things that I do with everyone, whether they're 8-figure or they're 6-figure. It's just a part of the game. So going into this content today about our getting more buzz, getting more excited, getting more excitement, getting more people that are eager to check out what you have to offer and potentially eager and ready to enroll with you and come into your program. So the first thing that you really want to do to really nail this down, it all comes back not to the marketing first. Years ago, I had a process that I would take when I was just doing sales and business coaching. This was in 2018 and 2019. And I would take my clients through a process, and I called it the what, who, and the how of sales. And the what of sales was your offer. It was, what are you selling? The who was, who are you selling it to? And the how is, what is your sales process? That was my very simple 3-part framework. And I still teach on that today at a much, much deeper level. So when we look at what is the most important thing in your launch and in your virtual event, it all comes back to your offer, your offering, and it being paired with the right fit buyers. Okay, this is like the key. A lot of people, when they go to their launches and virtual events, they want likes and they want comments and they want engagement and they want to see that buzz going on their social channels. But in all honesty, the buzz really happens in the DMs. It will happen some, but it's also getting on calls with you. It happens at your events. It happens at your webinars. And the reality is that not everybody is going to engage with your social media content. They may see it, they may watch it, they may consume it, but they may not click the like button. They may not click the the whatever thing. So just know that and keep that in mind. And when we're talking about building the buzz, we're really talking about building that enthusiasm and that engagement around your brand. And it doesn't always show up in the way that we think with likes and follows. We really want to see engagement. We want to see people signing up. We want to see them registering. We want to see them connecting in. We want to see them in the DMs with you. That's how you really know that you have it going on. So likes and follows are not the metric for this at all. They're great to have, but we're not looking for vanity. We're looking for actual real engagement and transformation happening on the front end of your whole launch and your virtual event. So when I talk about offer positioning and fit with the right buyers, what we want to do, this is where so much money, so much opportunity is lost, even in the big companies, even in the big businesses. I see this all the time. And here's the secret sauce. Okay, I'm going to give it to you. You want to sell on the outcomes and the benefits of the offer, not the features. Okay. I know that you hear this all the time. I know that you see people writing about it, and you might be like, oh my gosh, Celia, what does this mean? What does this mean? Well, I'll give you just a little high level overview of what it means. Again, I'm going to go deeper into this. We're spending a whole day on building the buzz around your launches and virtual events, the first day of my event coming up next week. So if you're interested in more information, drop event in the comments and I'll get you the details. So here's the thing. First thing with this offer positioning paired with right fit buyers, selling on outcomes and benefits, not the features. The first thing is talk about what they care about. What do they care about? What are the outcomes and the results that they're wanting in their lives and their businesses? And if you have sort of a mental block around this, well, this is where having your coach can help you a lot. Because a lot of times we just can't see. There's a lady I used to be in a group with, and she would say, I can't see my own eyeballs. And it's so true. So sometimes you just can't see it. But at the same time, go deeper and really dive into what is it that they care about? Because if you have this offer that you're selling to these people and you know who you want to sell it to, it's your job to get to know what they care about, what they love, what are the things that they want to create in their life. And then the next point is that you want to demonstrate with your wording, with your language, how the offer, this high-end program, is going to help them get from point A to point B. Okay. But here's the thing. You got to make sure that point B is something that they want. Point B needs to be something that they actually want to create in their life. And of course, you've heard the saying, give them what they want. And then, once they join with you, give them what they need. Well, it really is true. You've got to meet people where they're at. And if you want to get that engagement and that interest, it's all about meeting them at a point, not, dropping your status or anything like that, but just coming to them where you can have that resonance and that two-way communication going, and then help them to come to the other side, which is your launch, your event, and then hopefully coming into your program and working with you. And I want to say that even if you're selling personal development offers, because I've sold lots of high-end personal development offers, even if you're selling high-end personal development offers, you still want to find quantitative results, okay? There's still some numbers in there that can be thrown in because some people get caught up in the money. And the thing is not everybody really cares about the money. If you're in B2B, yes, you want to show the money, you want to show the bottom line, you want to show the ROI in whatever way you can demonstrate, but you can really customize it again to like, what does your audience want? And also what is it that you help, that transformation that you help, and how do you quantify it? And of course you can use your testimonials to demonstrate it, but also how your program is really designed as well. And this is important if you have a new offer where you don't have a lot of testimonials. There's ways to really refine that and get that message crafted. So offer pairing with right fit buyers. And I just shared 4 different points on this, and I have pages of things that I can share on this thing in particular. This is a deep dive topic. So again, if you're interested in coming to my 3-day virtual event next week, where I'm going to be diving into all of this, drop event in the comments and I can get you the details. Okay. Next thing to building the buzz. Consistency and showing up for your people. Okay. This is twofold, and I'm going to talk about the inner work side of this in just a moment. We're going to talk about the strategy and the outer work first. Okay. Consistency and showing up. That is in your content, your emails, your posts, your videos. Again, in my virtual event, we're going to go deeper into higher level conversation around this specific thing, but I'm saving it for the event. I'm not going to go into it now. Also, your relationship building with your key partners. Okay, this is your consistency. So you're not only engaging with potential people who can be a part of your launch or your event, but you're also really engaging with those potential partners who can help you. They may be connected to your audience. And then the last point is that the DMs are your friend. The DMs are your friend. I've been filling programs, high-end programs with the DMs for years. I will never forget my first coach who gave us the challenge and gave us the assignment. This was in 2018, I believe. I had been doing this before and doing outreach with my other business coach from 2016, who was more of a sales coach and had me doing a lot of outreach via email. But this one, really going into the DMs and reaching out to people, is a tool and strategy I still use to this day. And I'll never forget the first time that I did this and I started reaching out to people and the response that I got and how I started filling programs with people I was connecting in with the DMs. And at that time, I'm pretty sure I was doing minimal upfront marketing. It was mostly engagement and interaction in the DMs. So the DMs are your friend, whether it's you or you have a sales team member, you have a salesperson, like I talked about in the last event. The DMs are your friend. You can go back to that last video where that is how to capture more sales from your launches and virtual event, where I go into more of the sales training around that. The DMs are your friend. So consistency and showing up is very important, whatever you're doing. If you're doing the posting, you're doing the videos, you're emailing your list. I really recommend a multifaceted approach. I find for my audience that the crossover marketing really, really works, where I'm on LinkedIn and then they come in from my email list, or I'm here and I'm there. And so the crossover, the consistency of showing up on all platforms, different mediums, it's pretty much the same strategy that we use for selling, where we're reaching out to people on different mediums. So that is something to really keep in mind. And I'm actually going to reverse my 2 points, because something that comes with my last 2 points, because something that goes with the consistency piece. I'm going to talk about the inner work now. So your personal excitement and enthusiasm is a major selling point for you. I have a video that I did back in 2018 where I talked about this. It was one of my best viewed videos. I have to find it. It was a Facebook Live. And I talked about how your personal excitement and enthusiasm sells. And I'm not talking about like, hey guys, or anything like that, but your passion, your exuberance, the care and love and joy that you have for the work that you do, that's really contagious. And people really pick up on that, even beyond video, just in how you carry yourself and in your character and in your posts and in your outreach. People can just pick up on your character. And so your personal excitement and enthusiasm really sells. It's a selling point for people wanting to engage with you. And so to manage that and to maintain that, maintaining your mental and your emotional and your energetic support throughout your launch process is of the utmost importance, because the thought gremlins, they come in for all of us, and you want that support to work through them, whether you do it yourself or you have a coach. This is more personal development coaching and life coaching. Your business coach can help you, but I know for me, I lean in. I mean, I'm a big fan of self-development, and I'm constantly doing self-coaching and work. And I will say that when I'm in these moments and in these times where we're in launch mode and things are, the experience is heightened and the emotions are heightened and I'm working longer hours than I normally do, that's when it's really time to lean in to what I call my self-development practices. And this is what I encourage anyone to do, because you want to maintain that state of personal excitement and enthusiasm. And as soon as you feel yourself getting down, that really starts to affect your performance. Again, I'm going to go deeper into this at my event, but that's just a little high level overview. And I will say, like, a nugget for this is release the importance that like your whole business is riding on this launch or this event. That is a cut off sort of energy that it's a cutoff energy that really keeps you from being open to other possibilities. And the thing is that of course you want the result. Of course you want to make the sales from your launch and your event, but also like opportunities can come to you in lots of other ways. People who know your audience can be right there by you. And if you're turned off to that and you're not available to see those other opportunities that are surrounding you, it's going to affect your results. And I think that this is where people really get stuck in the launches, and they do them one time, or they do their event one time and they're like, oh, I tried it once and it didn't work. Well, you know what? Like anything that you do for the first time, even if you have the most expensive coach on the planet, it's still going to be a challenge for you. It's still going to be a challenge for your team. Like that's just a part of being human. But when we take those challenges and we let them excite us and we let them motivate us, a perfect example is when I got into high-end coaching. That was actually back in 2015 when I launched my first, actually it was early. I had my first high-end coach in late 2015, and then she helped me build my offer in early 2016. And I'll never forget when I launched it. And I went from selling packages, maybe my packages were like 1,200 for a few sessions. And I think I had I think I had a 12 session pack, which was like, I discounted it to $1,000. And then I had, I was selling like single sessions. And so I went back to all of my clients, my current clients, and I offered them this $7,500 package. And some of them were like, oh my God, no way. That's just too expensive. The result and the outcome and what we don't want to hear. That was not what I wanted to hear. And I kept going though. And then I booked sales call after sales call after sales call. And I'll never forget when I had 13 no's in a row. And when I started to reach that point, I'm sure that maybe I got down a little bit at the first like 1 or 2 or 3, but when I reached 13 no's in a row, I started to get excited. The no's actually started to be a driver for me. It started to motivate me and make me want to get even better and connect with better people for my sales calls, for my consultation strategy sessions, whatever I called them at the time. It made me want to improve what I was doing. It made me want to go even harder and go for it even more. And that was a turning point for me. And it has carried me into my current state that I am now, where, when I would do an event and we have, hundreds or thousands of people that are interested and have come to the event, and I'm calling 50 to 100 or more people, reaching out to them and getting no's and just getting excited about it. And then because when I do have that person that I connect with and they're a yes, and they're into it and they're interested, it's like, oh my gosh, it's just so worth it to find you and to connect with you and to have this time together. And oh my gosh, and now you're going to become my client. Amazing. So I got into this story of just like, we want to find those experiences that even our challenges, find ways to create motivation and excitement out of them. And you will turn into a different person, and you will have a totally different business, like totally, totally different. But it just doesn't work in this one flat little area alone. I don't want to say flat, but in this one, let me say isolated. It doesn't just work in the isolated area alone, because it's also the inner work and the self-development and all of the things I was talking about. And then we combine it with this messaging and positioning and all of these other things that really come together to make this multifaceted experience and dynamic experience that you are here to have while you're here on earth and as a business owner. So I'm going to wrap it up here and just say that, you want to rinse and repeat. This is so important. This kind of goes more into another topic, which is more streamlined systems. But that is actually a part of building the buzz, is rinsing and repeating and learning from each launch, as I was just describing, and using it to create a better, more advanced approach, refined approach in the future. And what this does is when you're able to rinse and repeat, you can shorten the time between your launches. And this is actually how you start to build momentum. This is how you start to build momentum. So don't think that I have to launch twice a year or once a quarter. You could launch every 6 weeks if you want to. If your business is really built around launching, and that is the kind of how you want to build in revenue into your business, who says that you can't do a launch every 6 weeks? And so that means, like, it's gonna challenge you and your company and your team to really expand. And because you might say, well, how can I do that? I don't have enough leads and customers. Believe me, if you're launching every 6 weeks, you're going to get good at getting leads and getting customers into your business. I guarantee you that. So shortening the timeline, especially when you don't reach your goals and you want to get back out there again, there's other strategies that you can use. It doesn't have to be your big full launch. You can do a mini launch, and again, that's customized for each business. But it's so powerful when you shorten that timeline. Like, I already have my next event planned. I already have the event after that planned. And that's because, number one, I want to really move with that momentum and build that buzz and keep that buzz going that I've built now. And if I wait 6 months, I'm going to fizzle out. So I want to keep that buzz and excitement going for myself and for my team. And then I also want to keep that for my people out there who are really looking for what it is that I have to offer. And the same goes for you. So that is really something to think about as you build that momentum. And look, launches do not have to be exhausting. They get a bad rap. And that's all because people don't have the things that I'm sharing about in this video today. So remember that I guess a key takeaway is that building buzz is this two-way street. If you're turned off, if you're burned out, if you're not excited about your launch or your event, you're not going to have the capacity to be excited or the awareness to see all the opportunities that are around you, because they are infinite. And so really being turned off kind of puts off the blinders. So you want to get yourself into that excited, exuberant, enthusiastic space as you're doing this. And when you have your down moments, like, go have them and then come back and get yourself back to a space where you really feel connected and excited. It's an ebb and a flow. So I've mentioned it several times. I'll bring it up again. My live virtual events coming up next Monday. And if you got value from this and you've been watching my videos leading up to this, imagine what it's going to be like to connect for 3 days together, where we're going to have fun. We're not going to just sit on Zoom and look at PowerPoint slides. This is a hands-on implementation workshop, and you're going to come away with amazing ahas, amazing notes and ideas and things that you can implement right away to start making more sales in your business. So drop a VIN in the comments if you are wanting more information about that, and I can reach out to you with some details. Today, Thursday, October 20th, is the cutoff day for applications, because I'm wrapping up my pre-event calls tomorrow. I might open up some for Saturday morning, just depending on the demand. So thank you for joining me today. This is Celia Faye Meisel. I will see you next time. Some of you I will see at the event. Bye for now.